everyone, it's 𝐻𝐻𝐿 and welcome back. I know it's been a while, but I'm really excited to be back. And as you probably saw in the thumbnail or the title, I am getting the free horse today. And I'm going to do that, actually claim it at the end. But right now, I'm just going to kind of talk you through the process of getting it and what I found helped and didn't help and all of that sort of thing. So let's just get into it. And of course, I'm going to be training while I do this, and that will help me with my Trailblazer because I've missed it the past couple days, unfortunately, because I was doing my alt account, doing the level up so I can get the horse. But anyway, hang on, let me just get my phone out because I wrote a little notes list of things that I wanted to talk about in this video. So I'm first going to talk about the process. So this is through Star Stable's Invite a Friend program. So basically what that means is that if you, as a player who is a star rider, I'm pretty sure you have to be a star rider. I will check that and put it up on the screen. I don't know if you have to be a star rider or not, but I'm pretty sure you do. But if you, as a more experienced player, send a link to a less experienced player, someone who is below, it's level 6 or below, I believe. Again, I will check that. I should have done this beforehand, but I'm going to put it on the screen. Then as they progress in the game and reach level milestones, they get rewards, and then at the end, when they reach level 12, that's not necessarily the end, but it's the end of the program, then you get to claim a reward, a big reward. And this in the past has been like a pet or something less big, but this time it's a horse. Like a whole horse. It's a Dutch warmblood, and it's a variation that you can't buy in game. And that's really incentivized a lot of players to do this. So I actually had an alt account already that was level 6. And that was within the bounds of what level the player can be when you send them the invite to start. And so I used that account, and that's my alt account, just in general. So I just used that one, and I was like, what a great opportunity to level up a bit more. And you might be wondering, now, how do you level up the second account if they don't have Star Rider? Because the whole point is that you don't want to have to, because if you're doing it yourself, because I guess the point is that someone else does it, but realistically I think most people are just going to be doing it themselves. You don't want to have to buy Star Rider for the alt account, because then basically you're just buying the horse. So what actually happens is when you first make a new Star Stable account, you get, I think it's 3 days or something of free Star Rider, and then the reward, once you reach a certain level on the Invite a Friend, is 5 days of free Star Rider. And again, I will check what level reward this is. It will be up on the screen. I know I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing on this video, but that's okay. And so then you can use that 5 free days to get you the rest of the way. Now, I did it a little, not untraditionally, but I'd obviously used those 3 days of free Star Rider when I created this alt account, so I didn't have access to that anymore. But my account was already level 6. So I did use the 5 days of free Star Rider, but I planned it around 5, because you guys could do this until March 4th, so just under a month. And I didn't realize we had this long. I thought it was till the Winter Village left, and I tried to do it, and then I failed. And then I was like, oh. But then I realized we can still do it, and so I did it, and I'm about to get that free horse, and I'm super excited about that. That's not the point. The point is that I claimed the 5 days of free Star Rider, and I planned those when I was going to use those 5, when to claim those 5 days, around 5 days that I would actually be able to spend a decent time on Star Stable each day. And then in 5 days I was able to get from level 6 to level 12, and I reckon I played for maybe an hour to 2 hours every day. Not long, but so it's not a super long time, because I know some people did this in like, I don't know, 20 hours total or something. So I guess it just depends which quest lines you pick, but I'm going to talk about that later. But like, I don't know exactly how long I was doing it for, because I was doing other stuff while I was doing it. Like, I was doing like light studying, like not like super hard studying, because otherwise I wouldn't have been playing. But I was doing like, I was like listening to videos for like chemistry and playing Star Stable, and then I would flick back to the video and answer some questions, you know, every few minutes when the questions came up or whatever. So my point is, I don't know exactly how long I spent because I was doing other things, but it didn't feel like long. And I know a lot of people report that they feel like absolutely exhausted after doing this. I didn't, and I think that's just because I wouldn't say I grinded it. I think actually it helped doing other things with it, because it didn't feel like I was just like grinding Star Stable. I was doing it as a fun break, like, you know, every 20 minutes I would play Star Stable for 5 minutes, which is probably too long for Pomodoro or whatever, but I wasn't doing Pomodoro, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, that's kind of how I did it, like the circumstances around me doing it, as in I wasn't starting from like level 1, or do you start from level 1 or level 0? Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I wasn't starting from nothing, so I did have like that like level 6 buffer. I was halfway there. So on that, I highly recommend waiting to claim the 5 free days until you need it. So just first, before you create another alt account, check whether your account is you have a current alt account that is eligible to do this with. So it has to be below, as I said, I think it's like level 7, but I will check. And I put it up on the screen earlier, and I will probably put it up on the screen again now. Anyway, but then even if you don't have an account that's like that, I recommend using those first 3 days of Star Rider that they give you for free when you create an account, and doing the 3 days then and getting as far as you can. And then after those 3 days expire, only then redeem the 5, because otherwise they will overlap, and then you'll actually be losing days that they're like giving you for free, and I don't think that's very worth it. So you can also use that to like spread it out maybe over more than a week, because it's 8 days total if you say 3 plus 5. But if you say you have like, I don't know, a long weekend, you could use those 3 days, and then later you can use the 5 days. Like, you can spread it out, like maybe a week later you want to use your 5 days. I used this over, okay, so I wanted to do it so I had 2 weekend days at the end of my 5 days. So I did Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, except I finished it on Saturday evening. That felt like grinding the Saturday evening, but I could have waited and just done some of it on Sunday, because I had a lot of day blockers of the more high XP quests, so I was kind of like grinding the lower XP quests. But if I had not done that, I could have just waited till Sunday and finished much easier. It's Sunday now, and I finished yesterday, but I haven't claimed the horse yet. Anyway, that's not the point. My point is just be strategic when you claim these 5 free days of Star Rider. I literally called for pickup and forgot that this was my home stable. That's really sad. I'm gonna go to Vale because I can do the light stuff there. I've actually finished all of that now as well, like all the paths of progression. But that's okay. I can still do the light because you can exchange it for your shillings. Okay, so now I've probably spent too long talking about like how I personally, like my circumstances around how I did it. But now I want to talk about some things that helped me and some things that didn't, and just sort of tips for you when you do it. But remember, you have till March 4th to do this, so you still have time, but just you will need to be, I think if you're going to do it now, you need to be planning when you're going to do it, because you might not have time. in the next few days. And as I said, I did it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I managed to do it even on like those 3 school days with a lot of like stuff. Okay, to be fair, Friday night I don't do homework, so that didn't really count. But Wednesday and Thursday nights I do homework, but I managed to do it around then. Also, to be fair, I don't have anything after school on those days, so it was easier, but I do have stuff after school on Mondays and Tuesdays. No, I don't on Mondays, but I do on Tuesdays. So it was sort of like, well, I'm not going to redeem it on the Monday, because then I'm not going to be able to do it on the weekend. And B, I'm probably not going to get very far on Tuesday at all. Yeah, I realise I'm still talking about how I did it, but my point is be strategic about it. And yeah, and I would say I'm just trying to, my point is I didn't spend a ridiculously long time on it on like the Wednesday and Thursday nights. Like maybe like 45 minutes total, except I had Star Stable open for like maybe 2 hours, and I was just like flicking back and forth, you know. So yeah, it's not ridiculously hard, I don't think. It probably could feel harder if you were doing it right from the start, but for me it was pretty good, which I'm grateful for. Anyway, now we're actually gonna start what helped and what didn't. So my first thing is trailering and calling for pickup. Like, you do not need to save your 𝑎𝑣𝐸 shillings to buy clothes on this alt account. Like, normally I'm a big fan of running everywhere. I know I didn't here, but that's, I don't know why I didn't here. But I'm a big fan of running everywhere to like explore the map more and experience the game, because I feel like trailering just, like, you know, a team worked really hard on these graphics and I want to be able to experience them. But I feel like with the alt account, like, you just need to save time. So whenever you can, trailer somewhere, call for pickup, because that's just going to cut so much time by not running from place to place. And so, as I said, like, and the call for pickup as well, put your home stable in a location that's like, that makes sense for what you're doing. So I had a lot of quests at like Silverglade Manor, so I made my home stable Silverglade Manor for a while, but then it changed and I had more quests at it's Silverglade Village, so I changed it to Steve's Farm. Like, even that's a really small difference, because now you don't have to pay to change your home stable. So I just was really constantly kind of swapping home stable locations. And on that, what I said is trailering, call for pickup and use trailer at your home stable if the trailer is too far from wherever you are. Yeah, that's my first bit of advice. Just do not be afraid to use the trailer and call for pickup and everything, because you don't need to save your 𝑎𝑣𝐸 shillings, and by doing the quest, you're racking up a ton of 𝑎𝑣𝐸 shillings anyway. So to make sure you don't hit that max limit, you will want to be spending them somehow. I actually did hit the max limit, and I just bought a pair of pants because I didn't like the ones I was wearing. But like, it's not essential that you need to buy anything. So please, just don't be afraid to use trailers. It will save you time, and you don't need to save the 𝑎𝑣𝐸 shillings. So that's my first tip. My second tip was waiting to claim the 5 free days. I already spoke about this at length, but just again, be strategic about when you claim these. Make sure you don't claim it when you already have 3 days going, because then it will overlap. And as I said, be strategic, because you could have a 5-day break in between your free 3 days and the 5 days. Especially if you are feeling tired by it, then it might be good to use a break. My next bit of advice is, if it's low XP, just don't do the quest, because I was getting lots of quests that were like, cause when you're a new player, you get so many quests, right? So it's like, it can be overwhelming initially, but the point is you have so much choice. I think when you're in Moorland, like maybe level 1 to 5, you don't have a lot of choice, but as soon as you unlock 𝐈'𝐦 Village, you have so much choice in quest. And so pretty much once you unlock 𝐈'𝐦 Village, if it's low XP, just don't do it, because there is going to be something that's higher XP. Like if you're looking at 5 XP and 10 XP quests, like player XP, then there will be something higher, even if it's only like 20 XP. But then once you do that 20 XP quest, it's going to unlock more, not necessarily like the ones from that quest line, it will just unlock more quest lines, and that will mean you're able to do them and get the more XP. So even if it's like you feel like you should do a quest, like don't. There's no reason that you have to do any of the quests. And I'll give an example. So I thought that the rescue ranch in 𝑉𝐺𝑚 was going to be really high XP, but I found that because, well, I tried to do like the daily tasks, but the daily tasks themselves don't give you any XP. It's only when you reach like the milestones that you get to talk to Q and do like get the XP. And I was like, well, that's not the XP I'm getting from Q isn't enough to compensate for the time I've spent doing all the daily stuff. So I was like, well, I'm just not going to finish it. So I started to fix the rescue ranch, and now it's half fixed on my alt account, which is fine. I'm now going to tell you some quests that were higher in XP, so you can kind of not follow it especially, but just so you don't have to go around and check everyone and see how much XP they're giving you. Now, so anything at Silverglade Manor was pretty high, except the stuff with Agneta and Bjorn. I'm sorry, I didn't get very far into their stuff because they weren't not offering me a lot. I was just like, no. But everything else at Silverglade Manor was pretty high XP. Now, here's another one. Do the introduction to like the 3 paths at 𝑉𝐺𝑚, like the stuff I'm doing now. Do the introduction where you get taught about all the 3 paths and everything, because that will give you a lot of XP. That gave me so much. I was shocked. But then don't spend time like collecting the light and unlocking the paths, because it's just not enough payout for your time. So I did the introduction and then I sort of left it because I just wasn't getting enough. Same with Farah's. I did the introduction to that, but it gave me like, I don't know, 20 XP total after all the talking to her. So don't do that. I'm just warning you now. I did the like rescuing the family at South Hoof. That was pretty high, although it was a little bit annoying having to trailer to Fort Pinter every time to catch the boat that you built yourself before they unlocked the trailer at South Hoof. And then by the time they unlocked the trailer, I was done with the quest. So that's a little bit annoying, but that I was kind of happy to sacrifice that. I did the introduction to stuff at Starshine, so I talked to Josh, and I did the like the first time you do the races, and like the couple of new races, like the tumbleweed and the chicken one. I did those. They rewarded so much player XP for completing the race for the first time. I was astounded. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, please. I didn't obviously do the races anymore after that, but it was really helpful. And following the main story quest in general was really helpful, because that was giving me about 55-ish XP per like task I did. And I know that's not like the most, because some are giving you like 600, no, not 600. Some are giving you like 150 or 100, but I still think 55 is good. 45 was sort of my baseline. Like if it wasn't 45 or more, I wasn't going to do the quest. Maybe if it wasn't 40 or more. There was a couple of times I did like 30 XP quests, because I was in an area and I was like, well, I don't know if there's any higher quests, and also what they were asking me to do was really simple. I was like, I may as well. But just don't like settle for like a 5 XP quest. It's really not worth it. Now, I don't remember much of what else I did that was like high XP, but just in general, check how high XP it is, and then if it's not high enough, then just don't do it. If it's not, yeah, I'm gonna say if it's not above 40 XP, don't do it. Couple of exceptions, if you've got, like, if you think it will lead to something else, do like if it's 30 XP, and do that. This is all sort of for if you're doing it, not like you're doing it pretending to be your friend, rather than your friend actually doing it. Because if your friend's actually doing it, I'm sure they just want to do all the quests, right? So, you know, let them do whatever they want. But if you're doing it yourself and you know the quest storyline and everything, yeah, just cherry pick them. Which brings me to my next point, which is do not read the quest storyline. Like, I get that it's very interesting and I would love to do like a whole like redoing the quest, because I actually had so much fun doing it. More fun than I would just normally in game now, because I don't have any quests left. Like, literally, I've done even all my reputation. Well, no, I still have the new quest with Rania in Dundle, but that doesn't count because like that's a new quest. But apart from that, I've finished everything. I've done all my reputation quests, even like literally I've done everything. So now I'm just basically training, and that's, I don't know, I just had so much fun doing quests again. That was really fun. But just don't. It's big advice. It's hard, but big advice: don't read through the quest. I was just spamming the enter key. If you do want to read them, be prepared that you might actually have to buy Star Rider, which could be a good thing because then you can actually just keep playing on that account for longer. But if you are just looking to get the free horse, just like spam the enter key, go through all those quests. Yeah, just kind of skip through them, and then if you don't remember what they asked you to do, just check the quest log. That's my next biggest advice. Now just onto some things that didn't work well. I don't have many, but I did build the bridge. The bridge building itself did not give much XP, but I was like, well, I'm going to unlock a whole bunch of quests that are going to give me a lot of XP. I did not get more than like 30 XP for any of the quests over there in the Harvest County. Far too many were giving me like 5 XP per task, and I was like, what? And obviously I didn't do those ones, but it was really hard to find anything with a lot of XP, and the final reward for like actually finishing the quest line would be like 75 XP. I'm like, well, that's just not worth it. I personally think you should do a little bit of the bridge building every day, just in case it turns out that you run out of quests in the regular world to do. However, I'm pretty sure you would be okay just not even going to the Harvest Counties at all, because yeah, I got so little XP from them, and I reckon if I had just waited an extra day, because I unlocked the Harvest Counties yesterday, so on my last day of doing this, which was my 4th day. I think if I just waited till today for all my day blockers for the big XP quests, I wouldn't have needed to unlock Harvest Counties. Now, I'm not entirely sure about that, so if I were doing this again, I would still work on the bridge a little bit each day just to sort of make sure, but I wouldn't like spend your whole time doing it. But that's another thing, because if you're racking up so many Jorvik shillings, just buy the stuff you need for the bridge if it comes down to it, rather than making it yourself every day. I would say make it yourself like once a day, just whatever he's offering you to make. But then just at the end, if you wouldn't realize you need to get over there to get some of the smaller quests, then just do it. Like, it's just buy the items, because they're Jorvik shillings. They're not that expensive, and you've already racked up so many Jorvik shillings from doing all these quests. You'll be fine. Something that didn't go well for me as well was that I only had like 50 star coins left on my alt account, because I had bought like a while ago on this alt account a 𝘗𝑉𝐶 pony. So I didn't have enough to spend the night and to remove the day blockers, but you do get 100 star coins when you make a new account, or sometimes it's more if Star Stable's really generous. My point is, save those star coins, and maybe when you have a bit more time on one day, just do all your quests that are kind of giving you high XP until you get all the day blockers, then spend the night and finish them all, because the day blockers are removed now and you can do that more. But again, I didn't spend the night anytime, and I finished it in 4 days from 6 to 12. So it's possible to do it without spending the night, but if you have those like star coins and you have the time to spend an extra however long on Star Stable that day, just spend the night. It will be so worth it. I would have done if I could have, but I did not have the star coins, so that was something that personally didn't go well for me, but it would have gone well if I had not been so reckless with my star coins like 2 months earlier. Now, I feel like this one should be obvious as well, but I just wanted to make a note: just don't do any training with the horse that you're riding for the getting us to level 12. Like, obviously, if the quest is offering horse XP as well as rider XP, and the rider XP is decent, then do it. And I was always doing the special moments when they came up, press Z, and if I would always be feeding the horse every morning, so I was getting horse XP, but it wasn't my priority. Like, obviously the horse is going to be faster if it's higher level, but what's making your horse run slow is your level more than its level. So especially if you're trailering and calling for pickup everywhere, then it's not a big deal that your horse is slower than you would like. I don't think. Personally, yeah. So I think that's actually about it. I know I really only had like one thing that didn't work for me, and that was the harvest counties, but I think it's not a terrible experience doing all the quests again. Well, not all of them anyway, but like just doing some of the quests again. And I was really disappointed that I didn't really get to read through any of them, but that's okay. Maybe I will. I've actually, like, there's this channel on YouTube called Ursula's Revenge, and they have got this series that they, like, it's a quest log, and they film all the quests. So I am probably going to watch that at some point just to get my fill of the old quests, you know. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys found this enjoyable or entertaining. Oh, I have to claim the horse. Okay, I'm gonna do that now. Wait, I'm just gonna make this my home stable so I can be here straight away. This has never been my home stable. What a momentous occasion. My god, Golden Leaf is now my home stable. That's really odd. Anyway, I'm now gonna go onto the Start Stable website and claim it. So I am not going to do a tutorial on how to do the whole invite a friend thing, because there is so many tutorials online, and Star Stable showed you how to do it, and like there's just so many other ways to find out how to do it, so I'm not going to waste your time, and you also probably know how to do it. But anyway, so once you have logged in, you go to your account and then you go to invite a friend, and this is once I've already invited someone. So you get your code here, and that's like your code that you share with your friends so that you can invite them. And then you go invited friends, friends progress, that was the alt account, and now it shows where they are, and Paige Ashtop reached level 12. So you go to, well, no you don't, collection shows what rewards you've claimed, but you go back to the introduction and you scroll down and you can claim this. Okay, so new reward coming on March the 4th. Expired invite a friend rewards are available for purchasing game. yes, that's true, but also I would rather get this free. And I realize time is money. Like, I technically pay for this by, like, my labor with the game. But I would rather do that than actually pay. So, claim reward. Oh, here. See, here's how Invite a Friend works. So, Star Stable even has a tutorial on how to do it. So, you'll be good. And they have all this Q&A as well. So, all good. So, I'm just going to press claim reward. Your rewards have been successfully claimed. If the reward contains items, please check your in-game mailbox. Okay, so I have to choose my horse name now. That's cool. Okay. Ooh! Before your new horse can join your home stable, you have to name it. So I'm just going to check my Star Stable horse names. Okay, this is so... I love the Dutch warm blood so much. And that coat color, oh, it's so pretty. Okay, you can't do Chai. I was going to say that would have been cool because, like, that was the name of, like, the outfit sets that you could claim with the invitee could claim, but that's okay. I could do, like, I don't even know the flavour of chai. The flavour of chai is chai. I was going to do, like, something like blank drink, but that's okay. I don't even know if this is a mare or a gelding or a stallion. I don't even know. I'm not getting any vibes from this, so I'm just going to do sort of whatever name stands out to me. Bronze Lord, that was not bad. I can do Golden Hour. Or is that better for like a Palomino? Because that's completely golden. Okay. I actually like Golden Hour. And then I think we could call her Aurelius, or maybe if I decide to be a gelding or a stallion, Aurelius. Sorry, yeah, Aurelia or Aurelius, I'll decide. Yeah, because Aurelia and Aurelius mean, like, golden one. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that, because I was initially a little bit, like, hesitant because of the kind of black mane and tail and socks, but then I reasoned, those are the shadows in the Golden Hour. I really like this. Okay, fly, 3, 2, 1. Yeehaw, you're done! You can log into the game and find your new horses in your home stable, okay. So, I was kicked out of the server for some strange reason, but I've logged back in, and hopefully I should be able to get my horse, which is really exciting. Okay, we're back. Hope I'm not kicked out of the server again. Oh, what's this? The mail. Star Stable, hello page. Congrats, you purchased a bundle including a new horse, sort of. Your new horse should be waiting for you in your home stable. If it isn't in your home stable, it's because you first need to name it. Okay, well good, because I named it. So, I don't... Is it like... No, it's in here somewhere. Golden Hour. I also got my... Yeah, I also got my Rune Runner back, which I have to train now too. Because I sold it. I mean, not Rune Runner, Soul Steed. I sold it because I didn't like it, but then I didn't realize that you could get horses back until there was a Star Stable article being like, we're not going to give you back your horses anymore. And I was like, what? And so I emailed help. I was like, I didn't even know you could, but when I was like young and silly, I sold my Soul Steed. Can I get it back? And they were like, yes, sure. We're going to make an exception this time. I was like, oh, thank you. So I have to train that now. But well, I'm just going to take the tack off this because I'm probably not going to ride Clover Meadow for a little while, which is okay. I also have to update my horse spreadsheet now. Ah, yes, the Master Blacksmith horseshoes. Oh my gosh. Golden Hour. Oh my gosh. I still don't know if I'm getting mare or gelding vibes. Oh my god. Do I actually have a Dutch warm blood? Filter and Sort by Filter. Choose specific breed. Dutch warm blood. No, okay, I do have one. Yeah, I forgot her name. Oopsie. But yay, I always get confused between the Dutch warm blood and the Селфонсés. But Oh my god. Okay. Now I should get out of the stall. Oh my gosh. So pretty. Okay. I'm not going to put tack on because I want you to be able to see the full coat in all the glory. Oh my gosh. It's... Okay. I just need to go into the arena. Oh, this is a perfect location too because it's all golden. Oh my gosh. She's like just the color of caramel. Oh my gosh, I love the gates. Okay, so obviously I don't have fast gallop unlocked, but just the walk is so like active. Oh my gosh, I love it. And they have a special move too, I think, but I forget when that unlocks. Oh my gosh, I love the touch warm blood so much. Okay, I'm gonna stop fangirling and like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so happy. So thank you for following along. I hope you found it interesting or entertaining or useful. If you're also maybe doing this challenge. But yeah, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!